today my pitch is actually going to be Sweetgreen. I can explain it to you with literally one picture. They sell salads. That's literally all they do is a salads and then other goods that go along with salads. But my whole pitch today is about what is going on to like where we can like potentially make money. So first off, I want to talk about like what they're actually doing well. They've been around since 2006, so like over a decade. They've been expanding out all across the United States, mainly in the coastal areas like West Coast, East Coast, mainly like urban cities. So like people who like live in very populated and dense cities. They've expanded their restaurant counts from like a simple 29 in 2014 all the way up to 140 as of Q3 of last year. So pretty phenomenal growth. Their average unit volumes, which is for the restaurant industry pretty important, is about $2.5 million. So each restaurant is making that much. And the revenue growth is also topping 300 million as far as the last 12 months. But with everything that's doing well for the company, they're not doing well in other areas. So one thing I want to highlight is they kind of pitch themselves as a tech company when they are not a tech company. They reference technology 89 times in their prospectus, but the only technology they really have is just digital ordering. So while they have made an acquisition for like robotics making in restaurants, there's no chance that we're going to be seeing that in the near future. And there's no reason why they should discount or applying a premium to the stock. Limited TAM, like I said, they haven't really branched down to urban or suburban areas. So it'll be very uneasy to see them do that with the expectation that many people want to spend on high price salads. It's going to be mainly people who have more incomes in urban environments. So very skeptical of that. Increased costs and lack of pricing power. Labor costs are really high. Ingredient costs are really high. It's hard to hire people. And with $15 salads, you're not going to be able to raise prices that much, which is going to keep people away from either the company if they do, or deteriorate margins further. Secondly, it's a salad company. There's nothing different about a salad company. Like you can throw in some organic ingredients anytime you want, but it's not anything, nothing different. It's literally just salads. Anybody can copy it. People have been copying it. They've been doing it for longer. Also, working from home. A lot of the sales came from people who worked in office buildings, hospitals, etc. People working from home are not buying as regularly as they used to if they were in the office. So a large chunk of Sweetgreen sales has almost not necessarily evaporated, but not up to par as it once was pre-COVID. So that's going to be a very big asterisk on their future growth. Lastly, their profitability, hemorrhaging money. They have never been profitable at all in the entire existence of the company, and I do not foresee them being profitable. And to kind of point out this, other companies that are on comparison, like Chipotle, Shake Shack, Portillo's, they are all doing better. They're all growing. They're all profitable. They all have better margins, and they're also growing their digital order footprint. So for Sweetgreen to be valued as a tech company compared to other companies that are doing way better is just BS. And I don't think it's worth investing long. I think it's short.
I was thinking this was going to be a long pitch, so I got confused when it turned out to be a short pitch. You're quite the contrarian there, Paul. So I'm actually with you on this. I don't see any qualities in them that they are going to succeed. In fact, there's a Sweetgreen right next to my house and it's always empty. It's like a really big restaurant, prime real estate in San Francisco. And yeah, I don't think they're going to make it now. So that's one to you on this one, not a question.
I think everybody thought I was pitching it long, but no.
Paul wanted to be tricky like that. Young Money Capital, do you have a question for Paul?
With Sweetgreen, where people are paying for $15 salads, obviously there's really high brand loyalty, and if they're willing to pay for $15 salads, then they're really not that price sensitive. Do you see this as an issue to your short thesis?
So I don't see it as an issue when it comes to urban environments, because like, so I'm based in New York City for all of you that don't know, there's Sweetgreens everywhere. And like people order from Sweetgreen quite often. I see the bags floating around from the stores a lot. Issue with this is like they're trying to double their store footprint from from 140 to just under 300 in about 3 to 5 years. You can't have that many stores in that many urban environments, right? Like they have to branch out into suburban areas like Chipotle has, like Shake Shack has, like Domino's, et cetera, right? So the fact of the matter is that they're a premium price salad company, but when you go into the suburbs, my hunch, I don't have any hard data on this, is that people aren't going to be spending that much money on a salad if they can definitely make it at home for themselves or their family. I know that it's not going to be priced at 15, right? It could be even like 12, 13, maybe even less than that. I don't know. But the bet that people in the suburbs who are more price conscious than people who live in the city are just not are not going to be buying that. Is my hunch. Plus, AUVs will drop once the price drops as well as the salads.
Where are you shorting? Like as a retail investor, I don't think many people have actually gone through the process of shorting. So if you're actually going to go short Sweetgreen, how would you do that?
So you can kind of go about two ways. The most traditional way is literally just whoever your brokerage is, you can actually just short the stock, which is being able to borrow it from somebody else that owns it at a whatever interest rate that they want to charge you, betting it on it to go down, and to close that position, basically just need to cover it, buy it. What I've been noticing, and I know Nathan, you and I have actually chatted about it, getting an allocation for getting a short position in a stock these days is pretty hard. If you can even get one, they are charging a ton of money or a ton of interest on the borrowing costs for it. So because I've actually, in the last couple of months since I've been kind of priced out that way, I've actually just been buying put options on the stocks. So I've been trying to do it kind of an event-driven play. So that's more so like when they're announcing earnings, which they're announcing at the end of March or the beginning of March. So I buy put options like a little bit after that to see like if any price movements will, bring me returns. So it's either those two mechanics or what I look for if I can't get one or the other.
Suppose you were made CEO of this company. What would you do to salvage this company?
I would stop putting an emphasis on fast growth because like they're at a stage of their life where they're growth at all costs, which work for a tech company in most instances. It doesn't work for a company that sells salads, right? And the reason why I say it is because other comparables in their industry have been profitable when they went public and are trying to either continue to be profitable while growing strategically. I think they fit the narrative when they were a private company of being able to just grow at all costs. But I would then put an emphasis on really improving like restaurant level EBITDA margins, making sure that my ingredient costs aren't going sky high, which they're sourcing their ingredients from over 200 partners for just 140 stores, which makes 0 sense. So I would try to cut costs where unnecessary. Unfortunately, I would ditch the ESG play about sustainability and environmental stuff. Like as much as it sounds nice, like it doesn't work here, at least not right now. And just focus on profitability and making sure that I'm not going to be burning cash in the next few years in the name of growth.